Hello and welcome to the devotion for Monday, February the 27th, entitled, Take an Inside Look. Now, this morning as we begin to talk about what does happy cost, how do we find happy? We talked about the fact that our perceptions of what is going to make us happy are almost always skewed, and even our analysis in the latter tends to be skewed to high points rather than what really goes on. And we talked about this happiness survey that I found online. And here, I want you to think about this passage in Proverbs for just a moment. Proverbs 2, beginning in verse 1 and going through verse 5, it says this, My son, if you accept my words and store up my commandments within you, turning your ear to wisdom and applying your heart to understanding, and if you call out for insight and cry aloud for understanding, and if you look for it as for silver and search for it as hidden treasure, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. I love that. If you look for understanding, if you cry out for it, if you search for it like silver, if you look for it like hidden treasure, in other words, wisdom comes when we really seek it out, when we look for that wisdom. Now, the reason I share that with you is I put the link to that happiness survey. And what I want you to do, just as an exercise today, as part of our devotion, is to take it. 25 questions, just rank them the way that it says. Click on that little link when you go to the page, rank them out. But then, I want you to do what Jennifer and I did. Go, wow, okay, there's my score in the way that I answered these. Then look back over those questions again and go, on the ones that I scored really high, why? What is going on there that is making my life really satisfying? And then in the ones where I score low and look at that and go, what are those questions? What are they pointing out? Seek wisdom. Seek understanding. An inside look. Where's my happiness right now? What do I need to develop? What do I need to grow in? Because when we look at those questions, for me, Jennifer looked and said, it's about forgiveness. What's robbing me of my happiness is there are certain areas, and when I look at these, I realize I'm not seeking to forgive, and I'm holding on to those things, and it's robbing me of life. When I looked at my score, and I looked at the questions that I said, it wasn't about forgiveness for me. I looked and I said, it's about the area that I scored the lowest in. Those questions are all about creating deep interpersonal relationships. And for me, I end up with so many people at so many different times, and I'm talking to so many different areas and trying to spread myself so thin that sometimes I don't really invest in some of those relationships. So as we look, it gives us a look from the inside. It gives us wisdom, and we need to seek it out. We need to search it. So I ask you today, take that little test. Look at it. Think about your life. Think about your happiness. Even consider writing that gratefulness journal or journaling your day and then looking back and going, where are the high points? Where are the low points? What could I adjust? What could I change? Seek wisdom as you would for hidden treasure in your life. Look at those areas. Because it says here, if we'll seek out that wisdom, if we seek that understanding, if we're tenacious like it was silver or like hidden treasure, then we will find the understanding of the Lord. And I believe the blessing of God. I'm going to leave this short so you have time to take that survey. Go get it, and I'll see you tomorrow.